halftime. Uh, it's as horrible and as bad as it's ever looked. And why? Well, Tommy DeVito so far is 3 of 5 with 2 yards rushing. He's already been sacked at least 2 or 3 times. Um, again, you know, just because you change the quarterback doesn't mean you change the disease that it is, which is the play calling. And the one successful play he had, and I'm actually on the phone with my brother saying it to him, you have to move the pocket for an inexperienced guy. You got to move the pocket for anybody today because the defenses can just become crushing sometimes. You got to think of plays that get the ball out quickly. On the other side, you got a veteran, a wily veteran in Baker Mayfield. And Baker is probably shorter than Tommy DeVito, but he sees the field so much better because of his experience and the fact that they'll move the pocket for him. I didn't get to see the whole half. I kind of got up late. But what I did see is what I don't see the Giants do, and that is to focus a lot of energy towards your tight ends. There was at least 3 successful passes to the tight ends that Baker Mayfield had, all right? And the one successful play that Tommy DeVito had is they moved the pocket, did a little bit of a misdirection, play action, and he threw to Theo Johnson. Why Daniel Bellinger's not out there, I still don't know what the answer to that is. I'm going to have to make a deep dive and try to figure out why Daniel Bellinger's not being used. There's no reason to think this is not going to continue in the second half. My expectation is that at some point they may just go ahead and bring Drew Lock in, but Drew Lock won't be that much better because your play calling doesn't fit the scenario. And the scenario is that once a team gets 24 points over you in the first half and has zero respect for you, they're going to pin their ears back and they're going to come with all cylinders at you. They're going to stack the box because the only thing that you have going for you is a few run plays that were successful with Tyrone Tracy. But other than that, it is a complete shit show. I'm of the feeling that this is going to put us into a position to get a very good draft pick. But what good does it do us when your brain trust gets rid of your very best player? And this is really the key to it. And I'm not talking about Daniel Jones. I'm talking about Saquon Barkley. And last year, when DeVito came in for Jones, he played 6 games. He won 3 of them. Why did he win 3 of them? Because you had an effective pass-catching back who's dynamic. Now you couple that with Neighbor's presence now and actually use your tight ends. I think this would have been a different situation even with Daniel Jones still being here. But, you know, all that is over with now, and we have to look ahead. And looking ahead means just starting from scratch. No Joe Shane, no Brian Dabols. You don't got Jones any longer. You won't be able to blame him for your poor quarterback play, and just rebuild with a really good pick and a set of different types of thinking, which starts with Louis Riddick and Brian Flores, or Mr. Belichick as a GM, and Steve Spagnuolo as your giant head coach. But this right here is sad and it's pathetic. I hate seeing it. And, you know, 42 plus years, and we are now going into the last time the Giants had a good team. It's really the early 2000s of 2006, 2007, 8, 9, we were building again. 10, make it to the Super Bowl. 11, 12, it starts to dovetail because Eli's getting the end of his career. Then you count, McAdoo was first, or was it Schumer that was first? Anyway it goes, I think it was McAdoo first. And then he went 11-5. We got into a playoff game that we lost against his former team that he worked for, Green Bay. Then they went 0-8. Then you had Schumer, and it was a waste, and things did not go well. And then you went to Joe Judge, and now here we are. And it's 11, 12, almost 13 years of dog shit. And the dog shit continues today. You know, I would have been thinking that you would have tried to script up your first 15 plays of very quick out patterns for Tommy to throw. I haven't seen any evidence of that whatsoever. And the guy standing there just getting crushed, running for his life. I didn't see the one play my brother told me about where he literally got levitated. So you might end up carrying the guy out on a stretcher by the end of the game. So I'm going to go and watch the second half and watch this painful display of dog shit. You guys enjoy your day. And as usual, let's go New York Football Giants for next year, obviously, because it ain't happening this year.